Yeah.
Girl, back for another fire lit video. In the video today's daily bread is sus, you don't need that BS in 2K19. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the top 10 things that you do not need to put up with in 2K18. Okay, so you got a couple of more weeks to deal with the BS, but then get brand new towards the end, in the beginning of 2K19. Nah, for real. Tip number 1. In 2K19, do a self-evaluation. In your self-evaluation, sis, you need to write down and be completely, okay, let me get close. You need to be completely honest with yourself. You need to be so honest to yourself, sis, that you hurt your own feelings. I'm gonna let that settle in. Facts. You need to be so honest with yourself that it hurts your feelings. Sis, you're not helping yourself. You're not going to grow in 2K19. Facts. Whatever it is that you feel like has hindered you in prior years, this year of 2K18, do not take them same mistakes with you in 2K19, sis. So you need to sit down right now and do some soul searching, answer some questions. And if you cannot answer those questions before 2K19 come in, sis, you need to have those questions answered. Facts. That's like, sis, is you cannot take some of the people that's been with you in 2K18 with you in 2K19. Let me elaborate. Some people are meant to be forever. Some people are meant for a season. That means they season, sis, you need to cut them down. There is no room for that. And furthermore, sis, leave them in 2K18 because they're only going to block your blessings in 2K19. And only you can answer those questions for the people that is in your surrounding circle. Only you can answer those questions to why they should stay in your circle, why you should take them into the new year. What are they bringing to the table to help you as a woman, a mother, a friend, a sister, a cousin, whatever. You need to be completely honest with yourself at this point. Because some people is not on your wave. If they're not on the same wave pattern, sis, that's like oil and water trying to mix. And we all know oil and water don't mix. Okay? Okay, you guys, this is my serious face. This is the only way you can walk into 2K19 with your truth. This is how I'm walking in with my truth. Where they be, continue sis, because they're only going to cause more headache for you in 2K19. Step 3 in the cleanse is get your household in order. Okay? You cannot be worried about everybody in the whole world. How they going to sleep at night, who they talking to, who don't like them, who don't like you, who don't like your kids, who don't like the car you drive. Focus on one thing only, and that is you and your family. That's it. If it's not you and your family, it's no longer a consideration. If it's not benefiting you and your family, it's not even up for discussion. If it's not benefiting you as a mother, wife, friend, sister, cousin, it is not up for discussion. The only person that's going to hold you back, sis, is you. Y'all not hearing me. Get your pen, get your paper, and start writing. Self-evaluation, 101. If it don't hurt your feelings, sis, you're not writing deep enough. You're not tapping into your soul. You don't know who you is if you can't be brutally honest with yourself. Facts. Step 4. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Don't nobody like to hear they're wrong. Don't nobody want to admit to being wrong. But in your own personal hours, so sometimes you sit back and be like, you know what? I should have never said that shit. But you ain't gonna never confess that out loud. Sometimes you be like, you know, I should have never did that. Why did I go over there? You're not going to tell people your wrongs, but that's your truth and that's okay. Long as it's not hindering nobody, stopping nobody, harming nobody, so be it. I'm sorry. All the BS that you done put up under that rug, sis, you gonna have to pick that rug up, sweep all that BS from up under there, and tell yourself, self, we are not going into 2K19 with all this mess, and clean it out. Correct your wrongs for the people you have wronged. Say you sorry, I apologize. You know, it's nothing wrong with being a woman. First and foremost, it's nothing wrong admitting that you're wrong, accepting responsibility that you're wrong, and correcting your wrongs. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's a lot of people's problems. Because the saying says, you never know when you're going to need that person that you screwed over. You never know. Again, get your pen, get your paper, sit down, write down the good, the bad, the ugly, and the in-between. Come to your truth. If it's not hurting your feelings, since you're not being honest enough with yourself. Somebody out there needs to hear that. Because I had to be the one to sit back and listen and tell my truth. And sometimes when you tell your truth, you can't even believe that that is your truth. But if it's not hurting your feelings, it's not going to build you. Don't nothing hurt worse in this world is being brutally honest with yourself. You are your first fan. You are your first love. You are your first critic. Period. And if you can't swallow the pill of whatever it is on your plate, ain't nobody else going to be able to swallow it. Ain't nobody else going to be able to accept you, respect you, honor you, behold you, because you can't even do it for yourself. 5, have self-esteem. Self-esteem is so big. If knowing yourself, knowing your value, knowing your worth, know what you can and can't take, there's nothing wrong with being a woman. There's nothing wrong with being brutally honest, straight to the point, and getting through to people that, hey, I don't like this. I'm not going to deal with that. I do not tolerate that. I have a short temper. This is me. Your self-esteem got to be so high. It got to be so high that when somebody walk past you, they have to stop and look and be like, damn. Because that glow going to be so real. Self-esteem will take you places you never thought you would go. Self-esteem will get you up out this house. Self-esteem will get you that promotion you've been wanting. Your self-esteem can show through your children. It will just show through everything that you touch. Because when you're happy with self and you have self-love, that is the most beautiful thing that you will ever feel. But you're not going to feel that if you do not accept step 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have to love yourself in order to complete yourself. Again, this is the time you get that pen and you get that paper and you get the writing. This is the time you be brutally honest with yourself to the point where it draws tears. It's to the point where you start questioning who you really are. Again, get your pen and get your paper. I'm waiting. Get your pen and get your paper, sis. I'm going to give you the recipe to break through your bondage. You guys, are you feeling me? Are you feeling me so far? The only way that we can be better is if we better ourselves. I had to do these steps, you guys, to find myself. You can too. I'm walking in truth now because I know me. How about you do it? Walk in truth. Step 6, know your friends from your enemies. They say keep your enemies close, but sometimes you need to let them go. Sometimes the same people you call your friends sit in the same table beside you, eating the same food beside you, laughing, joking, and drinking your good wine, baby. But be praying for your downfall. Only stick around you just to see what you up to. They only stick around you, sis, to see what they can get up off your plate. They only stick around, sis, because you got a story to tell them, or it's something for them to go back and tell somebody else. Facts. Know your friends from enemy. Know your friends from foes. Because they come in so many shapes and sizes sometimes, sis. Sometimes they start off as your friend and they end up being your enemy. Ho. Watch out now. Sometimes they start out as your friend and end up being your enemy. Why? Because when they start off being your friend, they don't know too much about you. They don't know none of your friends, family. They don't know nothing about you at this point but what you show. And as time goes on and you start chilling and going out to dinner, phone calls and all this stuff is starting to go. And before you know it, be years that been calculated. But within them years, that person been seeing your ups, downs, your most vulnerable moments, your most precious moments. And then when they see stuff going right for you in your life, because when they first met you, you wasn't where you at now. They was with you when you ain't have no car. You may not have your own place. You may have been working a little BS job and whatever the case. But when they start seeing your growth and they realize that their growth is not like your growth, they start to hate. And that's when friends become foes. And that's when they say, oh, girl, you really don't need him because just leave him alone because he don't really love you, blah, blah, blah. Because on the back end, they wishing they had the same exact person that you sleep with every night beside them. But you're not going to see that because, you're looking at all the years that a friendship has had, all the memories and the flourishing that you thought your friendship has had. But not only was it flourishing, but wasn't even flourishing in your favor. It was flourishing in that other person's favor because now they went from love to hate. Because they hate to see you happy. They hate to see you come up. They hate to see you doing good. They hate to think that you're doing better than them. And they will hate to find out that you really, really are. And that's is when the time that you sit down and have a revelation with yourself. It's okay to climb that mountain without nobody. Because Lord is going to make sure you get up there. As long as you have your faith and your determinology and you look back at your children, you will get all the willpower that you need to keep climbing. You have no choice to give up, sis. You can't give up. You only going up from here, sis. This is your time to get your pen and your paper and start writing. Write your truth. Write your wrong. Write all the hurt. Write your fears. Write everything that is going on in your mind. You have to dig deep, baby, because healing do not start. Sis, this is the time for you to start. You have to find all the bottled up emotions that you have had hidden for so long. I know, I've been there. These are the steps I had to take to clear myself, to break bondage. You can do it too. Make those that laugh at you and count you out, make them count you in, sis. You have to be brutally honest and put everything on the table before the healing starts, before your blessings start, before you start feeling good about yourself. And sis, I'm telling you, if you follow these key things, sis, your 2K19 will not be nothing like 2K18, 17, 16, 15, 14, however long you have been in bondage. Let's say that. Your life would be so much brighter once You tell your truth. I never see that in the New Year's revolutions. Everybody is, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to stop smoking and I'm going to stop this and I'm going to stop that. But no one puts in those blogs, posts, nowhere and say, 2K18, I'm going to be real with my darn self. No one said that. And I guarantee you no one's going to say that this year unless you have watched this video. Because I know I'm messing with some people's head right now. I know some of y'all probably watching, be like, she really don't know what she's talking about, blah, blah, blah. But I'm only giving you the steps that was given to me, and it has opened up a whole nother chapter in my life, and it's called clarity. Because when you have clarity, you step different. You talk different. You move different. Clarity is a big word. A big, 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 big word. Some people die not ever knowing clarity. Some people die not even knowing who they were. Things, relationships, children, friends, jobs, associates can change you. And you won't even know, sis, until you write down and tell your truth. And tell your truth. Tell your truth. The next step of this situation is go for what is yours. Start now. Don't wait till 2K19. People kill me with that. Oh, when 2K19 come, I'm going to stop listening to R&B. So why you can't stop today, sis? What's stopping you today? Oh, I'm going to start my diet 2K19 because I'm going to be fly 2K19 summer. I'm going to be summer ready. So what's stopping you now? You guys, do not hold off on your healing. Start now. Time waits for no one. Life either. You may be here today, but gone tomorrow. Okay. So start now. So whatever that you want to do in 2K19, start your prep right now. Like soon as you exit off this YouTube channel, your preparation starts now. It doesn't start later. No, it does not start later, you guys. It starts now. If you want to build yourself, start with yourself today. Tomorrow's not promised. Next week's not promised. Next year's not promised. Ain't nothing promised. So whatever you want to do in life to better yourself, what is the better moment to do it than now? Because you know what? When tomorrow comes, something else is going to come up. Something else is going to come up and you're going to have to do this and you're going to have to do that. So when you going to have time to do what you actually want to do? So you're going to have to tell everything that's going to come tomorrow to hold up. Because I'm working on this, which is yourself, right now. I'm telling you guys, if you can apply pressure to your life and your life only, you guys, that clarity bug, that mountain that seems so big right now, when clarity kicks in, that mountain looks like a straight pavement. When clarity kick in, all those foe of friends be talking, you don't even hear them. When clarity kick in, you move different. I can't even describe the feeling that you will have. The grasp of life you will have. I can't explain it to you guys. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is you can do it. But you have to start with yourself. And you have to be brutally honest with yourself. If a relationship is not for you, sis, don't waste your years, your time, your breath, your tears on it. Let it go. That moves on to the next one. Sometimes you could be sleeping with the enemy, don't know you're sleeping with the enemy, but this is what you need to do to figure out if the enemy is for you. If the enemy is sleeping beside you. Because some people be laying with the enemy and don't even know it. Sometimes the person that's sleeping beside you will pray worse for your downfall, your bondage, more than someone outside your own walls. It is so true. It is so true. Along with family. It is so true. It is so true. But I'm going to tell you something, sis. There's nothing wrong with leaving family where they at and leaving a person who ain't got your back where they at. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Why? Because the main goal is this household has to flourish. So we either going to flourish together or you got to go. Because sometimes their curses in life can block your blessings. Same way your curses in life can block their blessings. It's a two-headed sword. But someone has to be the bigger person and step up to the plate and say, hey, if we want this family to flourish in a positive way, and if we want this family to grow in a positive way, and we want our blessings to be abundant, this is what's going to have to take place. But see, those are the conversations don't nobody want to have. Those are the conversations that swept up under the rug. Again, this is the point where you get your pen and paper and you start being real with yourself. You start jotting it down. Like a grocery list. Start jotting it down. Because change is only going to happen if you accept it, demand it, and apply pressure. That's it. That's the only way things is going to change in your situation. Everyone's situation is different. It has different elements, different components. But you know what? The main thing that connects to the elements and the components is you. You are the screw to the nut. Okay? It starts with you. If people around you starting to change, guess what? Them people start dropping off like flies by themselves. And you ain't even got to cancel them out. Facts. Speaking abundance into your life. Start speaking prosperity into your life. Start speaking comfort into your life. Start speaking health into your life. Anything that's going wrong in your life, start speaking in the good factors. I know I'm going to lose that weight. I'm going to be down 2 pounds. Ma. Because your mind adapts. Your body will adapt to that type of thinking. If everything out your mouth, 9 times out of 10 is positive, your body will be, everything about your body will be positive. Okay? You can't look in the mirror and say, oh, look at these flabby arms. Oh, look at the bags. You know, you gotta look in the mirror and be like, hey, I am beautiful. This way, that way, 200 pounds, 2 pounds. Baby, I am the bloop, 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 bloop. Okay? You cannot let the negative things about you outweigh the positive. And if you do, you will forever be stuck in a rut and in bondage. You cannot let anything that go on deter you for who you are. And I don't even think I have to do the rest of the numbers because I done pretty much covered every base that needs to be covered first. So I will do another vlog video with the rest of it. You guys, it starts with you. Keyword, it starts with you. It starts with you. Self-love, find it. Find it, you guys. Self-love will move you so much further in life than you can possibly imagine. When you love yourself and you have your confidence in yourself, you can do so much. Stuff that scare you now, when you find clarity in something, baby, it will no longer scare you. Things only hold you back because you don't know what the outcome will be. Know your friends from your enemies. That's a big one. Know your mate. Anyone that you're sharing a life with or a partnership with, know them too. Because they will have a big, big role in your personality. Believe it or not. If you with somebody and every time they walk past you, you like, they're not for you, sis. Or every time they call your phone, you look at it like, oh, what now? They're not for you. Sweep up under your rug. Pull all those demons, all those setbacks, all those things out from up under that rug and go through them one by one. And being brutally honest with yourself. That is the only way when you walk into 2K19, your foundation will be solid. I don't mean solid on the top and then cookie crumbles on the bottom. As soon as a daggone hammer or something fall, it cracks. I'm talking about you want a brick, a force. A force that can't be broken. Everything that you did wrong in the past, correct them. Start right now, sis. Get your pen, get your paper, and start right now. Dig so deep that it hurts your feelings. You are your biggest critic. You. Don't nobody else's opinion matters more than your own. Period. Listen to the head sign in the back of your head. Sometimes it just ain't you being crazy in the head. Sometimes it be your inner person talking to you. Like, hey, what are you doing? This is not what we do. But you ignore it. Oh, I'm tripping. No, you ain't tripping. That's the inner you trying to save you. Okay? You guys, I hope that you got something from this YouTube channel today. I hope you like this vlog, you guys. I thought somebody somewhere in the world needed to hear it. Whether they hear it today, watch this video tomorrow, next year, 5 years from now. Hey, it's out there. It starts with you. And when you start changing your patterns, people around you start changing. Don't be stuck in a group of people because that people don't like what someone else is doing. Don't be their friend and be like, oh, I'm not talking to her because, Kiki don't like her or Ashley don't like her. Don't be that person. Because that person across the field can be a blessing to you. You won't even know it because you're too far stuck up in the drama. Release yourself from that bondage. Stop letting people tell you that you can't do it. Can't is never in a woman's vocabulary. I found my Mr. Right, you guys. I found him. I'm married. 3 years. But I couldn't do that until I applied pressure to steps in my life. And I had to be brutally honest. And I'm still brutally honest. And it hurts my feelings that I have to be brutally honest like that to myself. But if I want to grow, I have to. I have to. That's the part when you have to put on your big girl underwear, suck it up, and take it. Correct your wrongs. Know your friends from your enemies. Know your partner. Take care of your household. No one else matters. Your household. Fix your self-esteem about yourself. Okay? 2K19. Get your pen, get your paper, get the writing. Be brutally honest to yourself to the point it hurts your heart. It breaks you. And once you break yourself, you can rebuild yourself. Because you know exactly what you need to do. And what areas you need the most work in. Because no one's perfect, sis. I'm not saying that this is going to make you this perfect being. No, that's not what I'm saying. But it will give you clarity to move forward, to set new goals, new strides for yourself, for your family, for your household. Take care of everything in your roof first. Everything else is secondary. But if you have not liked, subscribed, and hit the notification bell, go ahead and do that for more upcoming vlogs, DIYs, and real life situations from your girl. Because you know I'm only going to keep it G with you. That's the only way I know how. So yeah, until next time, you guys. Ciao.
Yeah. Yeah.